Americans across the country are participating in the No Kings protests. The turnout is expected to be in the millions. Thank you for joining us for this special coverage. I'm Madison Wade. The national movement brings rallies planned in almost every state, including our own. We could possibly see a historic turnout today. This morning, we have seen protests in multiple major cities. So far, there have been rallies in D.C., New York City, and Chicago. Event organizers say the turnout today could end up making this the largest protest in modern American history. Now, this was the scene in June when some 5 million people across the U.S. took to the streets to protest the Trump administration. There were more than 2,000 protests around the country. An estimated 5 million demonstrators turned out nationwide, about 70,000 here in Seattle. Let's take a live look at the event organizers are having right now. We're going to check in with them throughout our coverage. And this is a live look of New York City, where this No Kings rally is continuing at this moment, with many people taking to the podium to speak in front of a crowd of thousands of people. And many people are expected to attend a rally here in Washington at Seattle Center. King 5's Alex McClune is there now, where the No Kings protest is about to get underway. And Alex, what's the energy like where you are?
Madison, good afternoon. We're at the base of the Space Needle. We're expecting to see tens of thousands of people here for the No Kings protest in Seattle. I want to give you a view around the Fisher Pavilion and what we're seeing right now. This is where we expect to see a lot of people gather. Last time we saw a No Kings protest here in Seattle, it was one of the largest demonstrations the city has ever seen. Nearly 70,000 people. But if you're familiar with what happened last night here in Seattle, the Mariners won a dramatic game in their championship series. So I'm curious to see how many people show up. That's the stage up there at the pavilion. Today we expect to hear from local officials, including King County officials, talking about the local pushback to Donald Trump, as well as Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal. She's a part of the slate of speakers as well. Want to let you look around the park. The signs here today range from a play on words, coy signs, but then downright outrage. We are seeing some signs as well that we saw earlier this summer for the first two No Kings protests here in Seattle. One of the things that stands out to me is the pride flags over there on the far side of the park. The largest trans pride flag I've seen. That is new to me. Haven't seen that out here. So been trying to talk to people if they are coming back for a third time to these protests. Some people we've talked to so far are new to this, so obviously a growing movement, the No Kings protest here in Seattle, Madison. The rally starts at noon, and then we will march through downtown Seattle. I'm told security has been increased compared to the last time around over the summer when we had a No Kings protest. So obviously with the more protests we've seen here, the organizers here have been increasing their work as well.
All right, Alex McClune live for us at Seattle Center. We'll check back in with you shortly, especially around noon when the speakers are expected to begin. Now, there are nearly 100 registered protests happening in Western Washington. This is a map of our state. You can see all those dots there. That is where protests are happening today. This is all according to the No Kings national organizations, including Tacoma, Bellingham, Olympia, Everett. There are also several protests planned in other parts of the state, including the Tri-Cities and Spokane. We will check in with our team in Eastern Washington here shortly. Let's take a look at the western United States. There are large turnouts expected at rallies in every single state. This morning, we have team coverage at rallies in Portland, Phoenix, Denver, and also in Sacramento. We want to check in now with our team in Phoenix. Justin Pizzera with 12 News is joining us now. And Justin, I want to ask you the same question that I asked Alex. How's the energy where you are?
Hey, so right now here in Phoenix, the No Kings protest is just getting started. Thousands of people are outside here at the Capitol. They are lining the streets right here. I mean, pretty much any sign that you can think of, they have been making them, really letting their voices known. People have been out here for a couple of hours now, although the official rally kicked off in about 30 minutes ago. So from here, these thousands of people are expected to march through downtown Phoenix, really letting their voices known. There's also several other demonstrations that have been going on in the valley, and those demonstrations were actually scheduled for earlier in the morning. And then so once those wrap up, organizers are hoping that all of those people that are scattered out in other cities like Chandler and Mesa and Gilbert, Tempe, there's some, Buckeye, all of those people will be coming here into downtown Phoenix for a much larger demonstration and then a large march as well. So when we had the No Kings protest back in the summer here, about 5,000 people signed up. 20,000 actually ended up showing up at the Capitol over the summer. So I talked with an organizer here just before we came on, and she said that they're hoping that that number far surpasses that 20,000 that we saw here in downtown Phoenix. We have some dignitaries here as well. Representative Ansari is here. She's expected to take the stage, and also Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays. I just spoke with her just a bit ago. A lot of people here are showing signs that they want Adelita Grijalva sworn in. That is one of the big things that they've been talking about here in Arizona, is that Speaker Mike Johnson has yet to sign in a new representative here in Arizona, Adelita Grijalva. So I just spoke with the Attorney General, and she says that she plans to file a lawsuit against Mike Johnson and the House of Representatives on Monday or Tuesday. She said her attorneys in her office, they have been working on that lawsuit over the weekend, so they hope to get that filed Monday or Tuesday. A lot of people here, they do have those signs. They want her sworn in immediately. But again, this rally here just started officially about 30 minutes ago, and the next 20 minutes or so, this group is expected to take the streets and then march to downtown Phoenix, make their way back here to the Capitol to finish off the rally. I'll send it to you guys back in the studio.
All right, Justin Pizzera with 12 News in Phoenix. Thank you so much. We want to check in now with our team in Sacramento, California, at the state capitol there. Austin Castro with ABC 10 is joining us from the rally at the state capitol. A very loud crowd behind you, Austin.
They brought me up here to talk about small business. I run a small business forever, and it is.
Hey Madison, yeah, we are seeing quite the crowd here at the No Kings protest on the west steps of the California State Capitol. You can see here thousands of people not only packing the west steps, but also the many surrounding areas to catch the program here. I should also note many of these attendees actually started their morning around 9 a.m. as part of a march that started in a different part of Sacramento, ending here at the state capitol. And you can see over here the program is continuing to get underway with many notable speakers, including local Congress members Doris Matsui and Eric Swalwell. There's also some notable local members of faith, education, and business. We spoke earlier with organizers here within the Visible Sacramento. They tell me that that is all part of their united front and their messaging that they are hoping to send to Sacramento, or sorry, to the White House and Washington, D.C. I should also note something notable and unique about the California event here. There's also a big push for Proposition 50. That is the redistricting proposition that is at the heart of the special election scheduled for November 4th. Organizers and many people here in the crowd, you can actually see some yes on 50 signs. Many people encouraging voters to pass Proposition 50 in an effort to counter the redistricting effort that have been taking place in the state of Texas. I should also note many of the other issues that attendees have brought up to us include immigration issues, checks and balances, and presidential overreach. Again, this event is continued to schedule throughout the morning and throughout the rest of the afternoon. We will continue to follow this event and bring you the latest as it becomes available. But for now, reporting in Sacramento, California, Madison, I'm going to send it right back over to you.